Welcome to another episode of Glasses and Cups, brought to you by Limitless Digital Media and Bronell ENT. I'm your host, Double A. Joining me in the studio is my co-host, TanDope.
What up, do?
This is a little bit about a lot. Intelligent conversation for an unintelligent world. So, TanDope.
What's good at Two Shoes, baby?
4th of July, baby.
What's the movie?
Independence Day.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Say red, white, and blue.
Happy birthday, America.
I think I did all right. I made that all right.
You know, I got my little flag lapel pin right here.
Patriotic, you know?
Barbecues, fireworks. Hey, before we get into it today, I just want a public service announcement. Please have a safe and sane 4th of July, meaning don't do nothing crazy with fireworks. Take care of the kids. Make sure the pets are away. All right? We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Set it and run. Set it, throw, run. The other way.
Celebrate safely. That's all I'm saying.
Go that way, go that way.
Celebrate safely. That's all I'm saying.
We want everybody to come home with all their fingers and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, by the way,
ribs.
That veteran that lives on your street may or may not appreciate surprise fireworks. We don't like that type of stuff. So, just let them know you're going to light some off.
Light his whole ass up. All right.
You want to surprise a combat veteran. That's a good idea, right?
Light his ass up. Charlie on the bridge.
Anyway, moving on. So, 4th of July, America's Independence Day.
What up?
Right? What you think? Good times?
Great times.
Great times?
Barbecues, bumblebees, sweet lemonade,
Okay.
Aunties you ain't hugged. Little badass kids you can trip.
Okay. Apple pie?
Flies landing on everything. Yeah, man. Apple pie. Yeah.
Potato salad? Wait, who making the potato salad?
I don't mess with everybody's potato salad.
I know.
I'm not eating it.
Who's making the potato salad?
I'm not eating the potato salad if it ain't my mama's. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. We got some questions.
Okay.
All this talk about freedom and patriotism. This is a great holiday. Is America really free? Are we free right now?
Hell no, it ain't free. Cost you every dollar you make.
Okay.
Yeah, so it definitely costs you to be here. Every dollar you make in this country, you pay. So it costs you to be here. No, it's not free. Nothing in this.
I can get down with that. Income tax. I'm not a fan of paying taxes. But
you better.
Neither is Wesley Snipes. I mean, hey, you got to pay taxes at some point. But I think the tax system's broken anyway. It's messed up. We need to do something about it. I had an idea. It's not my idea. I don't know. I read it somewhere or somebody I was discussing with. But how about instead of income tax, how about they just put a federal state sales tax and a state sales tax, right? Because the government's not supposed to make money. It's just supposed to have enough money to do its job, right? So 5% federal sales tax, everything you buy, 10% state sales tax, everything you buy. So that's 15% of every dollar you spend goes away, right? 15 cents. Now, here's the thing. We don't have to worry about income tax. And if you don't buy something, don't worry about it. You pay for what you consume, right? Because we all use government services. You pay for what you consume.
It's not free.
Okay, fine.
I mean, however you want to look at it.
How free are we compared to other countries? I mean, we have freedom in America, but they got freedom in England, France, pretty much all of Western Europe to a certain degree. Most of Africa, most of Asia.
Well, it depends on who you are and how you answer that.
South America.
What you value is the true determination
Australia.
of that answer. Yeah.
Okay, so what is freedom? I mean, freedom to do what? Yeah, okay, you got to pay to play. Okay, that's everywhere. Everywhere's got taxes. Governments have to run. They have to be funded.
Right.
What are we complaining about? I mean, I think we should rewrite our tax codes. But
because we're getting pimped in the process. You ask me, is it free? No, it ain't free. Ain't nothing free about it. If you don't go to work, your ass don't eat.
This is true.
If you won't have no shelter, you're not doing something.
That was true in the old days, too, even before the Industrial Revolution. If a man didn't work, you don't eat. You couldn't eat.
Right,
you don't provide for your family. Right. You don't move on. Right. You're just stuck wherever you're at. You had to work for your food. You had to grow it yourself.
But you're not free. You're locked in. You're told what to do. You know what you have to do that, to keep that going. Some people think most people that's the whole life is, man.
What do you mean?
having to rob Peter to pay Paul, having to do this to take care of that.
I don't believe so. I think that America is a free country in the same sense that a lot of other countries are free. Now, we are slowly shredding our Constitution. I believe that. Our government is but we got issues. And let's look at America as it is now, though, right? I mean, what does the Constitution say? In order to form a more perfect union. They knew they weren't perfect back in the day. Shoot, you and me were still 3/5 of the person back in the day.
3/5 of man.
3/5. 3/5. Whoops. But we got that sorted out, right? Took 100 years after they ended slavery to get equal voting rights. Another few years after that, for people to start acting right. We still got
Let me ask you a question.
But Donald Trump said, make America great again, right? Now, what time frame is he referring to is my question.
That don't really matter. What matters is if you free a bunch of slaves, right? Abe Lincoln, right?
Enslaved person. You aren't born a slave.
Right.
You're born a person.
But I'm saying,
and then you were made to be a slave. So they freed the enslaved persons.
Right.
People.
And then you write law, and then you go and write law that locks up that same population.
Good old Jim Crow. Woo.
That can't even read and write them laws. I mean, can't even read or contribute to the writing of those laws.
Right.
Then in essence, what have you done? You've legalized slavery.
Yeah. Okay. Now, but that's okay. Now there are people out there. I can hear you. YouTube. Y'all screaming at TanDope right now. Chill out. Let's address it. In order to form a more perfect union, right? The Constitution is allowed to be amended.
Right.
So, Civil Rights Act, amendments to the Constitution.
Right to vote.
Right to vote. 19th Amendment, 23rd. Right. So we slowly but surely have evolved as a country. Yes, it took a long time because when you institutionalize things like racism, segregation, etc., it takes a long time to get it out of the public consciousness, right? It takes a long time to break a pattern, break a habit. Think about it. If you smoke and you want to quit smoking, some people can do it right away, right? Some people, it takes some months. Some people, they always have to struggle with it. Bad habits.
Right.
Okay. So what we really want to focus on is America as it is free? Is it a free country? Do we have the freedom that we think we do? I think America is fairly free, but I think and people are patriotic and that's wonderful, but I think sometimes we lose sight of the bigger picture.
To speak on your last point, it does matter exactly what people think is a bad habit. For example, and I'm trying to make sure I say it the right way. A bad habit is only whose opinion. See what I'm saying? Per se, like whose opinion is that it's a bad habit? I mean, maybe we're not talking about something that's so black or white. We're talking about something that's red. Abuse of anything is not good.
Okay, all right. Too much of anything is good for nothing. Fine.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about when I say a bad habit. Let's say a habit, any habit.
Right.
If you want to break a habit, some people can break a habit immediately. Some people it takes time. Let's just say habit. Let's not give it an adjective. Let's not describe it. Let's just call it a habit. Any habit. Right. Any habit takes time and effort to break.
Right.
Okay. So America had a habit of subjugating minorities.
Right.
Sorry, America, it's true. Read a history book. Does it mean that we haven't moved past that and moved through it and changed? Is it America now is better than it was in the 20s?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So we're good.
No, we're not good.
Oh, we're not good.
We're not good.
Why aren't we good?
Because, see, what you have to understand is once you have somebody set back from the very beginning, just like you said, it's a habit. How long is the habit going to have to be for that person now to catch up to everyone else?
That's a good question.
If you're 100 years behind on credit and 400 years behind on real estate and on property, At what point does it become fair or even? Like, what would have to happen to equalize that playing field? For you to educate enough of those same people that you subjugated, for you to give a proper opportunity, a proper chance to those people at a high enough rate to equal it all out. Like, how could that happen? Like, well, they call that affirmative action, like with jobs and stuff like that. That's programs.
Okay, so
they're so against reparations. Like, they're so against that. I mean,
first of all, reparations is a stupid idea. Don't do it. It's not going to happen. Why? Because they destroyed all the records anyway. So nobody knows who was actually enslaved, who was born here, who did what. Blah blah blah. Forget that. Forget about it. It will never happen. Never, ever going to happen. And
that's
reparations is
not free.
It's not going to work anyway. What's it going to do?
Well, we don't want to.
What's it gonna look? We still have violence. We still have racism. We still have abuse of power. We have de facto segregation in housing. We have all kinds of stuff going on in this country. I'm not saying America's perfect. I'm
just
saying
as you said, better. It had a habit.
It had a habit.
And let's say let's go ahead and put an adjective on that. It's a bad habit because it's bad to me. I'm gonna say it's a really bad habit, right?
Okay, let's call it a bad habit.
With no convictions, really bad habit, right?
Okay.
Now, how much is it gonna take to now get all that negative back to equal, then back good positive? That's gonna take a lot of effort.
Let me ask you a question. Whose responsibility is that?
I would like to know that. You tell me. We're gonna dig up the old slave masters? What we gonna do? Look up their records? Dig up their dental records?
No.
And go seize their properties?
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
No, let's not do that. Because once you start talking redistribution of wealth, now you're talking. Now you're getting into the way out nerd.
What are we talking about?
We're not communists.
What are we talking about?
I'm not.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He might be a communist.
You say some crazy stuff on film.
Anyway, don't mind me. All right, look. Here's what I'm saying. Whose responsibility is it to try to bring the descendants of enslaved people to
Bro, you just can't leave them out here naked.
Oh, no.
They didn't know how to read or write. You wrote law that they couldn't read or write and then put them right back in jail. Sewing on the last on the top of drawers for 15 cents an hour. Okay? So that's legalized slavery, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to pay them people.
Okay. So we want to pay prisoners.
You need to hook them up. No. Not prisoners. I'm saying the fact that you've done that. I think if you've been a good citizen, and if you've been a good citizen, and you should get, it should be like insurance. If you hadn't had any legal trouble, you should get the biggest check. If you had a few run-ins, a couple accidents, a couple speeding tickets, it's a little less. You know what I mean? The opposite way, but this is the way we're going to do it for kicking out.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think so.
No. I believe in a meritocracy. The harder you work and the better you are at what you do,
but that opportunity is not the same for everybody, and that's what you're not failing to acknowledge.
Ooh.
You know how they start up on the track and everybody
the stagger?
Nah, it's not the same, bro.
Okay.
Like some people at the back, bro.
In a 100-meter race, everybody starts on the same line.
No, I ain't talking about that race. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about goddamn car race. How about that? Okay. You ever been in the last row? You ever seen the last row, motherfucker? When do he win? Yeah, when do he win?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying
last row, motherfucker. If blacks or if a NASCAR 500 race, if a Brickyard 400 is the illustration that we're going to use as of types of scenarios of success in America as a race and a start to finish race, 400 laps, right? The first 28 cars or whatever, 36 cars, whatever it is, okay? Go back 3 miles after that last car and niggas begin. That makes sense?
We just gonna throw the N-word on YouTube like it ain't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right, how about this?
That's what I would like to know.
I believe that America is not perfect. I believe that we do have good freedom here in America, but there's freedom everywhere in the world. It is what you make it a lot of the time. Yes.
And what I fail to mention is that car that started 3 miles behind, he still might finish second. That's how fucked up this shit is. He still might finish top 5.
Okay, here's my thing. People that are born on third base, right, and score a home run, I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm like, you were born on third.
Right.
You were born on third.
All you had to do was go on.
And you like, okay, I gotta run home. That's it. If I'm over here at the plate,
right.
If I'm over here at the plate, and the pitcher is throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, right?
Pitcher, 100 miles an hour.
And I only have half a bat.
Half a bat.
Okay? Mm-hmm. If I hit a home run, it's a miracle.
Miracle.
More than likely, if I make contact and get on base, I'm happy.
Hallelujah.
Then I've got to steal second, third, and home.
And steal it.
I got to steal it.
You got to take it.
I got to hustle. I got to grind for it. I got to want it.
You got to spill
Here's the thing.
3 drops of chicken blood and 2 frog legs.
Pretty much. That's America. Mm-hmm. Right? If you're one of those very fortunate few, regardless of how your family fortune was made, regardless of how you came to be, right?
Right.
And you were born on third, cute. I don't care. You don't matter unless you're doing something positive to help somebody else around.
Disrespectful. You matter to me. All lives matter to me. Like there's third bases. Some cute third bases out there.
Look, here's my point.
He's hating.
Here's my point. If you're one of those people that are at the plate trying to get on base and you swing in for the fences, you're doing everything you can with your little half a bat.
Half the bat.
I care about you. As long as you keep pushing, you keep trying, you'll eventually get there. The struggle is worth it. Because once you get on base and you start moving around the bases, as long as you keep hustling, you can win. That's the difference between America and a lot of places. There's some places where it's already set. You're not getting on base. You're not getting on base.
Yeah, like this motherfucker.
You're just not. You're not going to get on base. A lot of people, you're not going to get a home run.
The disparity some kids face.
Yeah.
It ain't.
There's some places in the world where you are not getting on base. The rich are going to be rich forever. Their kids are always going to be born on third. Some of them are born between third and home.
Okay. Let's stick to the script.
But whatever.
America ain't
but
free.
America
ain't free.
America's still the best.
Don't nobody even know what American is.
America is still the best place to go if you want a chance, if you want a shot. Remember,
so they say.
There are still people in the world who are trying as hard as they can to get here.
Right. Right.
Call it what you like.
Right.
Free? Yes. Perfect? Hell no.
I don't know. It's always a black man getting pulled over. Saying, man.
By the way, do not pull me over. Leave me alone. I just want to go on about my business. I'm going to try to drive the speed limit. I really will. I'm playing. I'm going to stop. I'm going to try. All right. You ready to call the show?
So, it's been our pleasure. And remember, these are our opinions, not yours. But now it's time to decide who's right or wrong. Whose side you on? TanDope or the hilarious other guy? Be sure to comment below, and it could become the topic of our very next show.
Look, if you disagree with our opinions, educate yourself and formulate your own. But in the meantime, in the between time, do yourself a favor. Click here to subscribe. Click down here to see some stuff we already said.